Mom, I think I'm pregnant.
What? Really?
To be honest, Lucas and I are surprised too. We are happy because we were blessed with this child and we want to be happy together. His parents are happy too.
Pregnant before the wedding? I think it's not a good idea. But you guys are getting married anyway, so I guess it's all right.
Is that all you have to say?
What?
Why aren't you happy for me? You're going to have a grandchild.
If it was Ruby's child, I would have been overjoyed. But it's your child.
Again, you always compare me to my sister. She has nothing to do with this right now.
Because it can't be helped. No matter what I think, Ruby is more beautiful and talented than you are. She's my pride and joy.
I'm your daughter too. I'd at least like you to be happy about the birth of your grandchild. Besides, Lucas and I are getting married soon. Of course, you'll be there, right?
Well, I've arranged it so that we can arrive 2 hours before the wedding starts.
Of course you did. I haven't spoken to Ruby directly, but she'll be at the wedding, right?
Yeah, she's planning on it. I'm making all kinds of arrangements. It's been a while since the last time I've seen you, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well then, I guess everything is all right.
Still too bad.
What do you mean, too bad?
Why are you getting married before Ruby? And now you're having a baby?
What do you mean?
Ruby is more attractive no matter what you think. With her soft hair, fine eyes, and good figure, even I can feel jealous. Unlike you, she has a great beauty, you know. And yet you, a little prick, is getting married first? She seemed disappointed.
I don't care what you say. It's not like we're competing with each other. It just happened that way.
That's true, but I'm just trying to fulfill her wish to get married.
Mom, this time it's me and Lucas's wedding, okay? Can we not talk about Ruby?
Okay, fine.
Well, I'll go ahead and wait for you at the ceremony this weekend. Don't be late. Hi, Mom. I'm already dressed in my wedding dress. I got my makeup and hair set up perfectly. Now all I have to do is wait for the ceremony to start. Where are you now?
We're on our way there right now. The traffic is so heavy, and we're not making as much progress as we'd like.
I wonder why it's so crowded. I didn't see anything to make it so crowded.
There seems to have been an accident. We'd like to hurry too, but the traffic is not moving.
Will you make it in time for the ceremony?
We're in a hurry, so don't rush us. Even Ruby had to adjust her schedule to get there just in time. Don't say things that annoy me.
I just want you to see me in my wedding dress.
I'm not that thrilled to see you in your wedding dress.
What? What do you mean?
Ruby is definitely more beautiful.
She can wear it when she gets married, you know. It's my wedding today, so come see me.
I'm not really into it.
Oh no. Mom, that's terrible. Why are you comparing me to Ruby right before the wedding?
It's obvious, isn't it? She's more beautiful than you, no matter who sees it. Of course, you want to see her in her wedding dress, don't you?
I never thought you would say that even on my wedding day. It makes me sad. You should congratulate me and Lucas on our wedding.
Okay, okay. Anyway, I'll hurry.
Mom, aren't you here yet? The ceremony is about to start. How come none of my family has arrived?
Oh, I forgot to call them.
What?
I'm stuck in a huge traffic jam because of the accident. But we made it to the airport.
What do you mean? I don't understand. You were all headed to the wedding, right? What airport?
That's the thing. Ruby came back home and said she wants to go on a trip with everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Ruby, your father, and I.
Ruby, you, and Dad? Then what about me? What about my wedding?
We're not going to your wedding. Ruby really wants to go to Europe. So we prioritize her wish.
What? Mom, are you kidding? What are you talking about?
I'm not kidding. I want to grant Ruby's wish as much as I can. That's why I've decided to take a quick trip to Europe. Please don't interrupt our family vacation.
Family vacation? Are you saying I'm not family? I'm not your daughter? What kind of parents would go on a trip when their daughter is getting married?
Oh, you don't have to be so formal about it. We won't be of any use there anyway. It's enough that you're the queen of the show.
That's not what I meant. Lucas's family and relatives are all here. And why on earth are my parents traveling to Europe?
Oh, please apologize for that. Tell them it's because I have some urgent business. Me and your dad are going to take care of Ruby, so...
I can't believe it.
Besides, how on earth could you invite your sister who isn't married yet?
Huh?
She was feeling sad. She said she's just trying to make herself happy and feel superior. She wished your wedding would be canceled.
Ruby said that?
I thought it's too much for her, and I felt sorry for her. So I decided to take her to Europe and make her feel better. I'm glad that she's in a better mood now.
Is that why my family is absent from the wedding? That's crazy.
You're the one who's crazy. Think about your sister's feelings a little. Are you okay with this?
No, I think it's Ruby who's being selfish.
Anyway, we're going to Europe. I hope you enjoy the wedding with Lucas.
Mom, you really didn't come to the wedding.
Oh, did it not go well? We just arrived in Europe. We just arrived at the hotel, and it's more luxurious than I thought it would be, so I'm happy. I'm glad Ruby is happy too.
Are you insane? You really went to Europe.
Yes, we're going to do a lot of sightseeing. I'm looking forward to visiting old castles, wine tours, and flea markets. We were just making plans.
Mom, me and Lucas had a wedding today. Many of his family members, relatives, business associates, and friends came to celebrate. And yet, only my family was not there.
Oh, I know. I'm glad it all turned out okay. Congratulations.
What's that? It was an awkward wedding. A wedding with no family present. Everyone was awkward.
Oh, really? I don't mind. There's no rule that says you have to attend your daughter's wedding. Of course I'm going to Ruby's wedding, though.
In general, you're too soft on Ruby. You feel sorry for her who couldn't get married first. So you wanted to grant her wish to go to Europe? How old do you think she is?
Just because she's your sister doesn't mean she has to attend your wedding.
I'm not talking about whether she has to attend my wedding or not. Ever since I was little, you were all about Ruby. You and Dad were always trying so hard to make her happy. You've always been so neglectful of me. I'm shocked to know that you did that even on my wedding day.
You're right. We care more about Ruby than you. We don't want to do anything that will make her sad. You'll be married and happy, that's all that matters.
I've been thinking about all the crazy things you've said about marriage. Like, I believe in you and I don't care who you marry. That's why I don't need to greet your fiancé. I don't even need to meet your in-laws because I'll see them at the wedding. And on top of that, you didn't even attend the wedding.
What? Are you saying I'm the bad guy here?
Aren't you? You just could have said you're not attending my wedding. And yet you caused so much trouble for so many people.
So, I should have gone to see his family?
That's not what I meant. You never understand no matter how much I explain. I'm sure you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Huh? Why?
Enough.
Hi, Sophie. You sent us a gift. Thank you.
You didn't come to the wedding, and I didn't even receive a congratulatory gift, so I was wondering what to do. But Lucas told me that since you were invited, I should send the gift properly, so...
Well, he's very thoughtful. He's too good for you.
What? I'm going to end this text because you're suddenly making me feel angry.
Why? We can finally talk.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I want to know more about your husband since I don't know anything about him.
What is it now? You refused to meet him in the first place and didn't even come to the wedding, didn't you?
But I should at least know his occupation. How much does he make a year?
How much does he make? That's none of your business.
It is my business. He's my son-in-law after all.
He's just an ordinary company employee.
Does he work for a famous company?
Something like that. He said he might be transferred overseas in the future.
Is that so? Sophie, you really found a nice guy. I am very relieved. If anything happens to us, please take care of me.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm practically cut off from you guys. Besides, Lucas and his parents told me I don't have to deal with you guys anymore.
Why?
Of course. I don't want to be associated with people who don't meet, don't greet, and ditch a wedding like that. That's just too insane.
Is that so? Then, should I go say hello to them now?
How insane can you be? I don't even want to think of you as my mother. I am the one who has already left that house. I'm going to live as a wife from now on. So please stay out of my life. Well then...
Sophie, I have a favor to ask you.
I told you not to get involved with me anymore. I don't even know you anymore.
I'm the real mother who gave birth to you. Don't be so cold.
How dare you? How cold do you think you've been to me?
Here's the thing. I need you to lend me about $50,000.
$50,000? Why?
Actually, Ruby got scammed.
Huh?
She's good looking, isn't she? That's why she was recruited as a model in New York.
No, at her age, she's indeed not a model.
But she had a good business card. She said it was a modeling agency she'd heard of, so she thought it would be absolutely fine. But then she was asked for money for affiliation fees, course fees, audition fees, lesson fees, one after another. She found out it was $30,000.
I'm sure. It seems like something you'd know if you think about it.
Ruby was crying that she couldn't pay such a large sum of money. She stays at home every day.
I don't think she should be staying at home. It's a debt that was caused by her, so shouldn't she be working like crazy to pay it back?
How could you say such a pitiful thing to your sister when she's in this much trouble? So please, lend me $50,000.
Wait a minute. The amount of her debt is $30,000, right? What about the other $20,000?
My debts are also growing.
Debts? What did you borrow money for?
Well, you know, socializing. I was eating with friends, buying clothes, bags, shoes, and stuff. I was going on trips and my savings ran out. I was paying by credit card and now I owe $20,000.
I thought it would be something like that.
What?
I thought it was strange that you went out so often. Does Dad know about it?
Of course he doesn't. There's no way I can tell him. That's why I'm asking you.
In the first place, you guys have been granting all of Ruby's wishes. Isn't that how this tragedy started? A good old woman being recruited as a model? People don't usually take that seriously, you know.
I don't think so, but Ruby is beautiful, both in looks and in body.
You can't stay young forever. It's funny that she would want to be a model without knowing that. She must have been a good target for a con man. I think she should taste the pain of life herself a little bit, instead of doing whatever she wants.
How can you say such horrible things? Your sister is suffering. Don't you think of helping her?
I don't think so. She is adored by you and Dad. Ever since I was little, she'd been harassing me a lot, stealing my favorite bag, stealing my allowance. She even took my boyfriend from me in high school. This time, she made you pay for her trip to Europe because she wanted to travel there. You ditched my wedding to go there. I think she deserves to get scammed, don't you?
Sophie, don't say such a terrible thing. Lucas works for a famous company, doesn't he? It's not hard for you to prepare $50,000. Lend me the money.
Don't be so naive. Lucas doesn't earn his money easily. He is busy working hard every day to earn his salary. He doesn't work for your debt.
But we are family. Why can't you help us?
Like I said, none of us consider you as family. We don't want anything to do with you guys, so don't ever contact us again.
Sophie!
Tell Ruby to work on her own and pay her debts. Because I have nothing to do with any of this.
Then, can you at least pay my debt? It's only $20,000. That's not a lot of money for you guys, is it?
Huh? What kind of nonsense are you talking? Why should I pay your debt? We are going to have a baby soon. I want to make sure we have enough money saved for our baby. There is no way I have $20,000 to spend on you.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Why don't you and Ruby work? If you work hard every day, you can pay back in a few years, right?
A few years? In the meantime, I won't be able to eat out or travel. I won't be able to buy clothes or bags.
You know, at this point in your life, you still want to have a luxurious life? I'm stunned. I think it's a good time for you to reflect on what you've done. You can handle the $50,000 yourselves. I guess talking to Dad about it is one option.
That's no good. If I do that, he'll divorce me right away.
Then I guess you'll just have to work like hell, don't you think? You should try to find a job that you're prepared to hang on to for a while.
Oh no. Are you going to abandon your mother?
The only mother I have is Lucas's mother. She's been very good to me, and she's told me to think of her as if she were my own parent. I was so happy to hear that from her.
Why do you say such horrible things?
I've been told many times too. Well then, I'll be happy with Lucas. And I hope you guys will work together as a family and face all difficulties together. Bye.
Wait a minute, Sophie.
My mother and sister were not ready to work. They finally consulted my father, and he was so furious that they were in debt for $50,000. He decided to divorce immediately. My mother and sister got a small amount of money from the property division and are living in a cheap motel. They had no money to live on, and as expected, they have to work to make ends meet. They are constantly quarreling with each other over their income while working part-time. I believe that my mother and sister have been punished for their sins, not to mention my father. Of course, I have no relationship with my father. I started to prepare little by little for the birth of my baby. I'm looking forward to going shopping for baby items with my mother-in-law. From now on, I would like to build a happy family with Lucas and our newborn child.